We ads of KKK flyers. Okay, so sorry for that interruption. Hello, everyone, and thanks for listening. So, this paper is printing a full ad of recruitment. Virginia newspaper. This is by Ewan Palmer. And so there's a video. That video, but I'm going to read this very, very short article in Newsweek. And this was very recent, April 27, 2018. Believe it or not, Virginia newspaper runs KKK recruitment flyer in full front page ad. A Virginia newspaper has come under fire from its readers after it ran a Ku Klux Klan recruitment flyer in full on its front page. The Westmoreland News ran a story on how KKK recruitment flyers, DVDs, had started appearing in the town of Colonial Beach, Virginia. However, the paper decided to include a copy of a recruitment flyer which included racist and anti-Semitic language in full on the front page to illustrate its story. They posted the whole flyer as if they were giving a free advertising. Are giving them free advertising. Colonial Beach resident Betty Tate Thompson told WTVR it even had the number on the flyer to contact the head of the KKK in that organization, which I thought was totally ridiculous. And so that's pretty much it. It's a very short article, but it has a video that is associated with it, and I will play it for you in just 1 second. So I just want to say that for all those naysayers and all those people that are out there saying that racism doesn't exist, that this is post-racial, and that everybody gets along, everybody's on board with the rainbow train of everybody holding hands and being happy and getting along, that's not necessarily the case on every level. And so I will play the video. Some people don't want to hear it because they don't want to hear that we're really going back and regressing instead of going forward, we're regressing. And so I will play the video in just 1 minute, and we'll see if I can revamp this video.
Says it started when neighbors saw this Westmoreland news story about the KKK spreading recruitment flyers, and next to the front page story, a complete copy of the hate-filled flyer, as if they were giving them free advertising. And it even had the number on the flyer, the way you could contact the head of the KKK, which I thought was totally ridiculous. She's not the only one fuming. Chief Danny Plott said he was shocked. He says he sent the flyer to the paper only to inform them that it was being distributed to dozens of property owners. He didn't think it would be published. He said he wrote the editor a strongly worded email, and she called him back with this explanation.
She explained that she wanted to put it in there to show people that those of us in Colonial Beach, Virginia, and the nation, who there's not racism, there is. And I think she did not mean for it to blow up to the portion and have the outcry that it's become.
And so there it is, and that's just a commercial ad, but I just wanted you to see that there are people out there that are still insisting on regressing backwards. And so, despite what people think, all of those people that you think are your friends, that you think they like you, or you think that they're on board with your ideals, or because they seem to give you a platform and they seem like nice people, behind closed doors, you don't know if they're a part of these groups, if they're a part of these organizations that are recruiting, or if they are in fact members of these KKK groups. And so this is happening in this time. It has not ended. It never really ended. And I just thought that is something that people should really look into. And you don't know all of the people that are involved. It doesn't necessarily mean it's just some person or random individual that maybe they're not really working in a high profile position. They could be police officers, they could be judges, they could be a part of law enforcement who could be a part of this KKK recruitment. And so those are things that I thought were important that people should look at and pay close attention to. Now, the photo you see underneath right now is just on an ad. So I will pan up from that. These are like mainly ads. But the thing is that they said that they as in Starbucks was saying they were going to do some type of racial bias training on the 29th of April. And I don't know what to say about that, except that if you have people like such as Virginia, and I'm sure Virginia has Starbucks, coffee shops, suppose they do their racial bias training there. And here you have a Virginia newspaper running an ad for KKK recruitment. What good is that going to do? And so maybe there should be more than just racial bias training. There should be more focus on what is going on in the world. It's not just about training people to put on a mask and pretend that they like the customer just because it's a business. But there's more involved in this. I just thought this was an interesting article, and it's something to think about. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for listening.